Okay, what's up, team? So I came up with the, dare I say, brilliant idea to just I was going back and reading my journal. I guess I should preface this by saying on 3 days ago, November 6th, I was like, okay, I deleted my social media and I'm going to do like a 40-day detox of no social media. And as you may or may not know, I spend all my time just scrolling through TikTok. So my newfound time, I've been going back and actually writing in my journal. I've had this journal, which is not even that big journal, for 2 years now, and it's not filled. And so that should just tell you how little I'm writing in here. But anyway, so I've been writing in it more. Granted, like I said, it's only been 3 days, but that's what we're doing. Listening to music, listening to some Fleetwood Mac right now. Hopefully it's not too loud. I don't really care if it is though. It's just, well, I don't want it to be too loud. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I've been, what am I saying? Yeah, so I've been writing in here, but then I started scrolling back and reading. And so we're going to read some entries, give some commentary on it, you know. Yay. Okay, so this is only a year ago. August 17th, 2023. Hey, it's been far too long. I I have written sorry. Can I read? Apologize. We'll start over. Hey, it's been far too long. I have written in my travel diary as well as in my notes app. I might transfer the notes app entries here. We'll see. Anyways, I've been so off lately. And really is the lately really is this entire year. I don't feel great at all. I'm anxious. I don't really like myself right now. I don't sorry, I wrote weirdly. Anyways, I don't like how my body looks or feels. I feel sad and mad often. I'm especially irritable. I feel like I'm just so negative to everyone, to myself, to everything, and I just don't like it at all. It's just not a good way to live. I think I'm anxious about starting my master's program, and frankly, I think I'm still trying to process and grieve Lavelle's death. I just moved into my new apartment at the Standard, and it just feels somewhat weird to be here, living here. I walk down these halls here and get flashbacks of the one time I met Lavelle and hooked up with him. It's weird. It's not a bittersweet feeling, it's just bitter. It just makes me feel in disbelief that he's really not here. I still cannot process and fathom that Lavelle, of all people, wouldn't be here at UVA during our fourth year. It hurts to think that had that night not happened, he would be living here too. We would be living in the same building, and I could possibly run into him. We would be neighbors. But no, that can't happen. And it just hurts. It hurts to be in Charlottesville. There's so much sadness here for me. I constantly have a cloud of sadness over me. Anytime I do anything, whether I'm at a party, in class, walking down the street, I think about the fact that he's gone and not here. And I always get sad. It's really, really hard. And I feel weird feeling this way because I wasn't that close to him. I just had a crush on him. But it still hurts, and I can't fathom, believe, or wrap my head around it. He's just not here. It's just not fair. Chris ruined everyone's life that day. He altered way more than just 3 lives. Because of him, I'm so much more anxious and paranoid, and I hate it. I hate the way he made me not trust people anymore and not feel comfortable in my life and surroundings. I don't know if I'll ever forgive him. But yeah, that's where I'm currently at. I want to try and change my negative outlook and everything. I'm going to start by saying some compliments to myself because I've been very, very mean to myself. So, Justice, I love you very, very much. You really are so bright and smart and clever. Try to always remember that and not to psych yourself out. Always count yourself in. You offer something very unique that much people don't have. Well, that's all. Keep your head up. You got this. You will get through this. This too shall pass. Just go for it. Love, Justice. Okay, well, I hadn't read this prior, and I did not realize that It's like sad. Like this is yeah. This time in my life I was really like this was right before I was gonna start my fourth year and I was just really suffering. Honestly, fourth year was kind of just not good. Fourth year of college was just not really great. Yeah. I just like didn't realize I was like kind of like suffering that much. I was just thinking last night about Lavelle because we're coming up on the 2 year anniversary of his death, all three of them. And yeah, I still can't fathom, I still can't wrap my head around it. Their lives were stolen. And yeah, what I was saying, I remember the first night, like I think when I wrote this was like after, I think this was the day I like moved into the building, and I just remember laying in my bed. I don't think any of my roommates had been here yet, or only like Brittany was, and I just remember like I cried because I was just like, literally, like I said, I was getting flashbacks of like literally he lives on the fourth floor too. I live on the fourth floor, and I just remember getting flashbacks I was just like walking down the hall with him and just to think that he was just no longer here anymore. Like, yeah, it's just sad. It's terrible. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Just on to the next day, right? August 18th, 2023. Today I went to the final day of my MPP Chiba orientation thing. It was pretty good. Learned some useful info. One of the biggest things I took away from it was the mindful stress management workshop. As you know, I've just simply put been struggling lately. So I feel like that workshop can help me. One of the things recommended was to either start or finish your day by writing 3 things you're grateful for, and 3 specific things at that. So, 1, I'm grateful that even though I only attended 1 out of the 5 Chibo mandatory days, I didn't get in trouble and the advisor wasn't mean about it. 2, I'm grateful for attending the mindfulness course and this Chibo day in general. I learned a lot of valuable information. 3, I'm grateful I could play my New York Times games with merch over the phone. The last thing I want to mention is that a common theme that came up over today's Chivo workshop was finding your why and purpose to keep you grounded throughout this master's program. So I'm on a journey to figure out mine. Also, on that note, is figuring out who I am, not what and who I want to be. Oh no, I said that wrong, sorry. Scratch that. I said, also on that note, is figuring out who I am, not what, and who I want to be, not what I want to be. Okay, and last thing is today, and she, this last thing, can she read? Can she read? Okay, and last thing is today at Chibo, they had 4 MPP alums come and panel to us. One of the alums was someone who, like me, wants to and has worked abroad, so she gave me great info of places to look at for my internship next summer, such as YPP program and the State Department. Additionally, she mentioned how Baton often has leftover money, so I can apply for a grant for the summer since it's likely an internship abroad could be unpaid. Anyways, I'm really trying to start up a routine in hopes of helping myself and clearing my head. Right now, I think it's helping. I guess. LOL. Anyways, I'm really proud of you. You have your qualities. Keep pushing love justice. Sorry guys. This journal entry is just like funny because yeah, I still don't know my why for this program. That's why I'm literally suffering. She's suffering. How I was saying I want to like work abroad. I don't even know if I want to work abroad. I just want to live abroad. Unfortunately, after completing 4 years of college, 1 year of my master's program, halfway done with it, I can't even fathom working right now. I've lost that desire, which sounds bad because it's I don't know. All we've ever been taught was very like what I call like formal work. And by that I mean like just like very analytical, I think, and just very like, oh, research. It's just like research based work is what I'm trying to get at. And like that literally at this point in my life literally makes me want to die. Like I just don't have that curiosity. And it's like I liked that I was trying to be hopeful here, but like unfortunately a year and some change later, I don't hold those sentiments anymore. I literally just can't wait to be done with this crap. Granted, the mindfulness stuff was good, and I think it's good that I wrote what I was grateful for. But yeah, I just felt like I was so scared, but I was trying to be hopeful, but I feel like I was being delusional. But it's fine. Let's continue. September 18th, 2023 at 1:27 a.m. I'm just not as happy as I once was. I feel like I suck right now. Like I don't know how anyone can tolerate to be around me. I feel negative, ungrateful, unhappy, and unsatisfied with stuff. Whatever stuff is. I miss traveling. I don't feel very content with what I'm studying, and it sucks. I know deep down I will not always feel this way, and this insufferableness will pass, but man, do I and my attitude suck right now. Like, I truly am sorry to everyone. I miss being positive, hopeful, and looking on the bright side. It's been like almost a full year since I felt that way, and I truly miss it. I miss that part of me, hoping to find her again. Well, that's all. Love you. Love, Justice. Yeah, guys, yeah. And I think I did suck in that point in my life. Like, I don't even know if I outwardly sucked to other people, but like internally, like I was suffering. I'm still suffering now, but I feel like I'm slightly like, there's still a hope of positivity inside of me. That's the word. Especially thankfully for my summer, because I literally, like, when I say I felt like I lost myself, I like actually lost myself. Like now, like, and the only reason I know I lost myself is because I had my summer. Like, part of me, I was saying I lost myself, but I was so afraid that maybe this is just who I had become, and that this is just like I don't know, like I hit 20, I was 21 at this time, like I hit 21 and I just officially just sucked, because that's how it felt. Like I think I was grieving. I think looking back on it, I was grieving, and I was just anxious after actually living through something traumatic, even though I didn't recognize it. Like I just was like, oh, I wasn't directly affected. I felt like I was secondarily affected. But yeah, I sucked. I just wasn't, I was just so unhappy, and I mean, I still feel like I partially feel that way, but there's still this just ounce of hope in me, because I saw who I was over the summer when I was out of this program, when I was in an environment that I could control, and I felt like myself again. I felt like Justice, and I don't feel like that here, but I do know that it's just my environment and it's not me that's making me feel this way. But yeah, I was guys, I was literally suffering. Like, this is like kind of sad to see how much I was actually suffering, because it's like you think you're suffering, but sometimes I'm like, well, like maybe it wasn't that bad. Guys, it was that bad. Let's continue, shall we? September 24th, 2023 at 11:50 p.m. I hate coming into my journal and complaining, but it's just how I feel currently. I can't wait till I leave UVA in Charlottesville for good. I don't like myself when I'm here. I don't like the version of Justice I become here. I get mean, negative, bratty, hopeless. When I'm here, I feel paranoid, sad, depressed. I become drained and awful. When I'm here, I lose myself, and I begin to fear I've lost myself for good. Like, I know that's not true, but it's so dark here. I feel like I'll never find that happy, positive, hopeful Justice again. I miss her dearly. I know she's here and always within me, and one day she'll be in the forefront, but right now she's missing. It's dark for me here, and I hate it. I need to find a change, and I hate it. I need to find a change. I need to make a change. It starts with me, But what I need most is someone I can tell this to, and someone who will hold me accountable. Someone who would check me and make sure I'm 1, eating right, 2, exercising, 3, getting off my phone, 4, doing my homework. I did 4 twice. 4, reading. And most importantly, having a good attitude. I need to make a change. Justice, you need to make a change for your future self. I really do owe that to myself, but I don't know how to start. I really need to tell someone. That's where I'll start. Okay. Well, that's all, my love. I know it will get better. As Mom always says, this too shall pass. I believe in us, Justice. We will feel better. Here's to better days. XOXO, Justice. Well, to this version of Justice, it does get better. I mean, it was temporarily better. We're back here in Charlottesville, and it's still hard. Like I said, my mindset is better. I do know once we just get out of this environment, it'll be good. And I hate saying that, but it is kind of true. I mean, I will still continue to feel lost because I don't know what I'm working for, what I'm working to. But I don't even feel like I have the space to think about it because my mind is consumed with this program that I don't like, doing things to appease people that I don't want to do. But yeah, it's just like, guys, this breaks my heart because like I was suffering so badly, and I really like I wrote in here, when I'm here, I lose myself and begin to fear I've lost myself for good. Like that was my biggest fear when I was in this moment, is that I just was gonna feel this way for the rest of my life. And it's like I can really like sympathize with people who are just suffering from like actual depression. And I think that's what part of this was. I think it was depression. Like I said, I think I was just grieving. But it's like your mind literally changes. Like you get too far deep in it that you just can't see straight, and you don't see a world in which you'll ever be happy. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I guess that's not fully true because I could see a world in which I was gonna be happy. But I think that is just partly me a little bit. I don't know. It just breaks my heart because I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. It also just breaks my heart because it's like I knew I was suffering, but reading this, I was suffering more than I thought. And what's even sadder is like I didn't write every single day that I was sad. I only wrote certain days. And like, look how negative this was. And this is like kind of how I constantly felt. On to the next. September 25th, 2023 at 12:14. To be free is to be fulfilled. I lack fulfillment here. XO, Justice. Okay. Wait, guys, this is sad. Okay, this I think is just like something I wrote and I put in my journal. It says, was I born wrong? Did something happen? Why do I feel this way? I really feel like I wear a mask always. Even to the ones I love most. I don't feel I have the right to complain, even though all I do is complain. I don't want to complain, but I don't feel satisfied. Why? Why don't I feel satisfied? Why can't I be content? Did I ever feel content? I did. I used to. But here, I don't feel like myself. How can I be content when I don't feel comfortable? Every day, I feel unsatisfied. I'm left unfulfilled. That's what it is. That's what I'm missing. Fulfillment. There's joy here, but no fulfillment. So even when I should be happy, I'm not. In this madness that I feel, all I want is to be free. And to be free is to be fulfilled. Okay, yeah, so I wrote this and then I wrote that journal entry. And then I can already tell I was listening. I remember this now. I was listening to Take Me to Church by Hoser. I think that's how you say his name. And then on the back of it, I said, only then I am human. Only then I am free. Oh, I can like hear the song playing in my head right now. Let's see what else I wrote. Okay, sorry. This is like really like, it's a lot sadder than I wasn't expecting this to be this sad. We're gonna put Take Me to Church on the queue because I just feel like this is fitting. I said, I think I've made a mistake. I don't think I should have done this master's program. It feels like it's ruining my life. It feels like it's killing my dreams and any zest, curiosity, and wonder I have in my life. It's killing my innocence. Or at least it's trying to. And trying to get me to conform. But I will not. I don't want to work right after graduating. I don't know what I want. I simply just want to live. I want to explore. I want to meet. I want to socialize. I want to experience. I desperately want to love. I want to let go of what I want to let go of what I know and embrace the unknown, the unfamiliar, and the new. I want to live in the present and not in the future, nor in my mind. Rather, I want to live in the right now. I don't want any expectations. I just want experience and moments. I want to let go and just live. I so desperately want to let go. I live with this fear sitting on my chest constantly, and I just want to leave it behind. I just want to breathe. I want the justice who came out at the end of writing this. I want her to be here all the time. I want to feel like this all the time, not just after writing in my journal. I don't want to live miserable 99% of the time and only feel like myself 1%. Nor do I only want to do things I want 1% of the time. I want to be in control of my life. Always. Okay, I think that's a good stopping point. It's almost 30 minutes. But yeah, at least we had some ounce of hope going on. And now my mother's calling me, so I think it's time to end this. Bye-bye.